Not Ravana, not Hiranyakashipu. The most dangerous Asura the cosmos ever saw was born from the ashes of Manmatha. Not in rage, but in silence. He didn't roar, he whispered death into the air. And the Devas began to wither even without a battle. No one summoned him, no one saw him coming. His name is Bhandasura. And his first move, not to destroy heaven, but to erase the future itself. This is the Asura Shiva never warned us about. What was this being, and why did Lord Shiva allow it to unfold silently? To find out, we return to the sacred dialogue between sage Agastya and Lord Hayagriva. In the previous episodes of our Lalithopakhyana series, we witnessed Maharishi Hayagriva unfold the divine leelas of Devi Lalitha Tripura Sundari, from her connection with Lord Vishnu to the curse of Indra, the story of Ayyappa, and finally the mysterious emergence of Bhandasura and his brothers. If you haven't seen those yet, we recommend going back so you can experience the story in its full depth and continuity. And now, the tale continues. Sage Agastya, burning with curiosity, asked Hayagriva for deeper insights into the birth of Bhandasura, and Hayagriva began. Listen closely, O sage. Once Sati Devi, the daughter of Daksha and the beloved consort of Lord Shiva, immolated herself in the sacred fire of yogic Agni, unable to bear the insult hurled at her lord by her own father. In his grief and fury, Lord Shiva unleashed Veerabhadra, who devastated Daksha's Yagna. Then, falling into deep silence, Lord Shiva withdrew to Mount Tuhina in the Himalayas, meditating in Samadhi by the banks of Bhagirathi. Sati, now disembodied, followed him in spirit and was reborn as Parvati, the daughter of Himavan. Guided by Narada, Parvati took up the sacred duty of serving and awakening Lord Shiva. Meanwhile, the Devas were being tormented by the cruel Tarakasura. At Brahma's urging, they approached Manmatha, the god of desire, to awaken Shiva from his penance. But when Manmatha aimed his flower arrows at Shiva, the third eye of fire opened. In a flash, Manmatha was reduced to ashes. Shocked and heartbroken, Parvati vowed to win Lord Shiva's heart through fierce penance. It was during this time that something strange happened. One of the Shivaganas, named Chitrakarma, playfully gathered the ashes of Manmatha and molded them into the shape of a doll. He presented it to Shiva, unaware of what would unfold. As soon as the doll came near Lord Shiva, his silent will activated it. The doll sprang into life, and a boy was born from the ashes. Overjoyed, Chitrakarma initiated the boy into the Shatarudriya mantra and sent him into deep penance. When the child's tapas bore fruit, Lord Shiva appeared and granted him a powerful boon, which is anyone who fights Bhandasura would lose half their strength to him, and no weapon shall ever bind him. And also, he will rule for 60,000 years. Then Lord Shiva also granted him celestial weapons and vanished. Brahma, witnessing this strange event, uttered the words Bhanda, Banda. Some say it meant well done. Others say he meant shame. Either way, from that moment, the boy came to be known as Bhandasura. But Bhandasura didn't remain alone for long. From his right shoulder, he manifested Vishukra, a cunning strategist, equal in brilliance to Shukracharya himself. From his left shoulder, he created Vishanga, ruthless and cruel. To complete this dark ride, he created a sister named Domini, the embodiment of illusion and delusion. He then gave rise to thousands of Rakshasas, forming an immense army. Seeing this, Shukracharya arrived and appointed himself their guru, initiating them into daily rituals and penance. He then summoned Maya, the architect of the Asuras, and built a grand city at the foot of Mount Mahendra, naming it Shunyapatana. There, Shukracharya crowned Bhandasura as king, with Vishukra and Vishanga as princes. Bhandasura also had 4 wives: Sammohini, Kumudini, Chitrangi, and Sundari. Under Shukracharya's guidance, Vedic education, fire rituals, and penance were practiced widely in the demon kingdom to make them invincible. When the new kingdom flourished and his power was firmly rooted, Bhandasura organized a secret council joined by his brothers, ministers, and trusted commanders. He spoke with fire in his voice. The Devas are our eternal enemies. While Manmatha lived, their lineage thrived. They indulged in pleasure, procreation, and prosperity. But now, by fortune's twist, we have risen from the very ashes of Manmatha, and I sense they are preparing to bring him back. We must not allow that to happen. Before they act, we must strike. But if we confront them in our current form, we cannot win. Instead, we will take on the form of air, invisible, unstoppable. We shall infiltrate their bodies and dry out their rasas, the vital energies, especially their seed of regeneration. Once that is destroyed, their strength will fade, their essence will wither, and their downfall will follow. Not just the gods, we shall torment all 3 worlds, invading the bodies of every being, unseen and relentless, until all the vitality is drained. His words echoed like thunder through the chamber. The Asura army roared in approval. And so, Bhandasura's legion, the 1,000 Akshauhini army, strong, dissolved into invisible air and swept forward the heavens. What happened next will shake the very foundation of the 3 worlds. We will uncover that in the next episode of our sacred Lalithopakhyana series. If you like this episode, show your support by liking this video and sharing it with the fellow seekers. And here's an interesting question to you. Can you guess when Manmatha was brought back to life? Drop your answers in the comments. The truth will unfold in a future episode. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.